Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, July 25th. This is 5:30 in the morning. I'm posting this video. I want to give you some advice, some free advice. And all that I ask in return is that if you haven't subscribed to my page yet, to my channel, that you would subscribe and that you would share it and hit the like button. So that my messages, not this one, but mostly my faith-related messages could go to a broader audience. For those of you who've watched my videos before, you know that 99% of the videos that I posted have all been faith-related, and that's my purpose. That's my purpose for my channel, was to let others know about Christ. However, this video, just like one of my other videos, is going to be to the general public. It's for anybody. It's not, you don't have to be a Christian or a non-believer or whatever. My other video that I did that wasn't faith related was preparing, like, how to get your pantry and your food and the things that you need in your house in case of an emergency, how to go about it. If you want to look it up, I believe the video might be titled Preparing Yourself or something like that. It was like 2 months ago. So anyway, but this video is going to be about preparing yourself physically. Every video I do is about preparing yourself spiritually, and this one's about physically. I'm going to spend maybe 30 seconds or a minute telling you about me. I worked as a personal trainer years back. I did it for a couple of years. The reason I did it was because I was very passionate about it. I've always worked out. As many of you who watch my video know, that a lot of my videos I post before I'm going for a run. Well, I'm posting this one before I'm going into the gym. So why do I work out? Well, first of all, because I'm passionate about it. Second, because my health is very important to me. For those who are believers, we know that the Word of God tells us that our body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and that we are to take care of it. Well, we take care of it in many ways. You know, Christians just think that taking care of the body, the temple of the Holy Spirit, is like just reading scripture, praying, spending time with God. Yes, that's very crucial. That's crucial. It's probably the most crucial thing. But to me, I also think that this temple should be taken care of in every way, especially physically. So we should take care of our physical temple. And also the other reason is for the health. I mean, for health reasons, it's very, very important to make sure that you take care of yourself. I recollect maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, I'm down one of my local parks and I'm running through this nature trail, and this gentleman is coming, and he had to be in his 90s. He just put a smile on my face watching him, and he was walking nice and brisk, and he had to be in his 90s, little old guy. And I thought to myself, if I live that long, that's how I want to live that long. I know that people have a lot of issues, health issues, but I truly believe that the vast majority of the health issues that people have are brought upon by themselves. Yes, there are some hereditary issues that we have. There are some things that we can avoid or we don't know, like cancers and diseases. We don't know, about that. Those are things that just happen in this world for whatever reason, environmental reasons, what's put in our food, whatever it is. But I still think that the vast majority, probably 80% of the health issues we have, are self-inflicted. And I believe that if we watch how we eat, how we take care of ourselves, we can eliminate a lot of those problems. Not all of them. Now, let me throw a disclaimer out there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not claiming to be any doctor. I'm no longer a certified personal trainer because I gave that up years ago. So I'm not, giving you expert advice, even though I know a lot of it. Also, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you my opinion and just how I think about these things. Now, with that being said, I'm going to tell you, if you're interested, if you, on your own, want to go and make a change in your body, in your physical health, if you want to feel better, I'm going to give you the advice that I used to give my clients and my potential clients back then, because we used to have to do an assessment. When I met a potential client the first time, I would always do an assessment to get to know the person, this and that. And the first thing I always told them, go to your doctors, make sure your doctor, gives you okay to start working out. So I'm giving you the same advice. If you want to start working out and you haven't in a while, go to the doctor first, make sure you get checked out and everything. And then if he says it's okay, then you start working out. This is what I always used to tell my clients, my potential clients, once we got past that, was, why do you want to do it? Why? I needed to know what the reason was, what their motivation was of why they wanted to get in shape. And I don't say lose weight, I'm saying get in shape. I worked at an investment brokerage firm, and I worked in their gym. I was one of the managers in their gym. That we ran their gym, and it was a lot of guys, young guys, and there was middle-aged guys. Brokerage, you know how it is. But the majority of the guys there, and women, they were all from, I want to say, probably mid-30s to early mid-40s. And so I would sit down, and for some reason I got a lot of guys that wanted to work out, wanted me to train them, and I would ask them, and they would give me goals that were unrealistic. Oh, I want to look great, I want to be buffed, I want to have muscles, which is great. I mean, that's a good thing. But I used to say to them, okay, realistically, are you going to be competing in any bodybuilding competition anytime soon? And they would laugh and say, no. Let's get real. What are your goals? And they would say, well, I want to be able to walk without getting winded. I want to be able to play with my kids. I want to be able to go running. I want to be able to, now these were more realistic things. I want to be able to look good in my clothes and things. Those are realistic goals. So I would take them on, and I would, I would take and put a routine together in a way that it would help them achieve their goals. I won't go about the whole routine and everything, but one thing that I always used to tell them in the beginning is it takes 13 days to establish a habit. So in the beginning, it's hard. It's really hard to get there, to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to the gym at 5:30. It's hard to stop eating all the things that you were eating. It's hard to do a lot of these things, but like anything else that we do, once you do it and it becomes a routine, it becomes easier. And as a matter of fact, with getting in shape, okay, once you're in it for like a month, your body, if you don't go like a day or two, your body kind of like misses it. It talks to you. You're just like, hey, what's going on? Why aren't we going to the gym? Why aren't we going running? Why aren't we exercising? Why aren't we doing this? So it takes time. And the first 2 or 3 weeks are really rough, especially when you're sore and your muscles are sore. You don't want to do it, especially when it's cold out, when it's raining out, when it's hot out like today. It's already 85 degrees and it's 5:30 in the morning. You don't want to go. Those are just excuses, guys. And that's what I used to tell my potential clients. An excuse is the easiest thing to find. Okay, a motivation, a reason to go, that's the hardest thing. But once you know and you get pushed, that's what you need to do. I also encourage, if you can, to get a workout partner, because like that you hold each other accountable. If you have a friend, you say, hey, let's start walking every morning, or let's start walking every day after work, or let's go to the gym at a certain time. Okay, don't meet at the gym. One of you should go pick the other one up, because now you're accountable to that person. Because if you say we'll meet at the gym, one will show up and the other one won't. Go to that person's house and pick them up. Take turns. Now they're accountable. Now, even if they're still in bed, you call them, you wake them up, let's go, I'm waiting for you. They're going to go. So it's very important. If you're not self-motivated, me, I'm self-motivated. My daughter's the same way. She's like so self-motivated. It's not even funny. But a lot of people need that extra push, okay? So that's what you need to do. It's just start that to establish that habit, okay? And be realistic with your goals in your working out. I mean, you're not going to go out there and bench press, 200 pounds. You probably might even get a bench press 100 pounds. I mean, you're not going to go out there and squat 400 or 500 pounds. You'll be lucky if you do 70 pounds, okay? You're not going to go out there and run a mile on the treadmill or do the elliptical for 2 hours. That's okay, because you're just starting. So set realistic goals. You go out there and you say, today, depending on how you feel, your weight and whatever, if you have issues with your joints and everything, today I'm going to go and I'm going to walk 15 minutes on the treadmill and I'm going to do some light weights. I mean, just the bar itself, or just the lightest dumbbell. And don't worry about what other people in the gym, don't think that, people in the gym are going to see me, I'm going to be embarrassed. And they were in your boat a while back. But those people who are in the gym have been there for a long time, I guarantee you 99% of them are not going to look at you, are not going to judge you. But it's just people think that. Oh, I'm going to be judged. I'm going to look at... They're not, okay? Don't be embarrassed. They were in your shoes the same day. If anything, a lot of those people, usually, if you wind up talking to them, they're going to encourage you and they're going to motivate you, which is great, okay? This is a beautiful thing when they do that. And the reason I became a trainer was because I used to go to work out all the time. I used to do a lot of reading, a lot of research, as I always do. And I would be doing a new exercise, and I would have guys that are like huge come up to me, yo, what are you doing? What's that? And I would talk to them and explain to them, wow, I never knew that. I'm trying. And I found so many people used to come to me and just ask me. And that's one of the reasons I decided I wanted to be a personal trainer. I tried it for a couple of years. Small bites, one little thing at a time. Go to the gym in the beginning, go 3 days a week. Go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, okay? And then after 2 weeks, now go 4 days. Go Monday and Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and on the weekends, me personally, I like to do my cardio. I like to run. I do most of my running I do on the weekends and not during the week. But that's how I encourage you. Like, just do little things like that. It's important. Now, I gotta get into the gym, so I want to make this quicker. I'm going to give you the biggest advice that you could receive as far as wanting to get in shape, okay? And I'm not talking about losing weight. I'm talking about just getting in shape to the point where you feel better, okay? 90% of it is how you eat. It's how you eat. And I never used to use the word diet with my clients and potential clients. I would never, ever. And because I want to go on a diet. I've gone on diets. I'm like, no, don't use the word diet, because you know what? The word diet has such a negative connotation to it, okay? It has such a stigma to it that people just run away from it if it's some horrible disease. So don't use the word diet. It's just a lifestyle change. Okay, an eating habit change. You're going to change how you eat. And again, just like working out and getting to the gym or going running or walking or whatever you decide to do, getting your eating habits established, changing your eating habits takes time also. So I used to tell my potential clients, listen, don't neglect yourself of things, okay? Don't say, I'm not going to eat no more bread. I'm not going to eat no more pasta or rice. I'm not going to eat no more pizza. I'm not going to have no more beer. Don't do that, because you're only setting yourself up for failure, guys, okay? I used to tell them, yeah, it's okay, you limit yourself. All right, you know what? Especially, like I said, I trained a lot of guys. All right, you know what? On a Friday night, you're going to hang out with the boys, or you're going to be watching a ball game, whatever. You're going to have a couple of slices of pizza and a beer or two. It's okay. You can have a slice of pizza too, not a whole pie. You can have a beer or two, not a six-pack. So it's just in moderation. So it's okay, because the reason I used to tell them this is because if you deny yourself completely of all these sugars, all these fats, all these things that are, they're not good for you, but it's okay to have every now and then. If you deny yourself that, eventually when you fall, you're going to fall hard, okay? They're saying it's like a former alcoholic or a drug addict, they stay away from that. They get away from, drinking and doing drugs, or smoking cigarettes. And then when they fall harder than they were before. And the other thing is, those yo-yo diets that people had. I know I say I don't use the word diet, but those diets, people going on diet, off diet, on and on. They lose weight, they gain weight. They lose weight, they gain weight. Well, one thing I know for sure is that doing that puts more stress on your organs and your body than either staying heavy the whole time or staying thin the whole time, okay? The reason being, you're putting a shock on your organ, on your body, on your organs so much all the time. So it's better to just be one way or the other, because your body will get used to it. So I'm not saying stay heavy. I encourage you to get in shape, to feel better. The other reason is that, if you're heavy, okay, not that, if it's something with your DNA or whatever, something like that, because I know some people have thyroid problems and things like that. But if you're heavy and you're not happy with your weight, you're just going to bring more problems, guys. Okay, you're just going to bring back more problems to yourselves, more diabetes, heart attacks. You could have a lot of issues by being out of shape. Yeah, I've read stories, because I read Runner's World a lot. There are runners out there, people who are running all their lives. They're running marathons, and they're in great shape, and then you hear about them dying of a heart attack. And I used to have people mock me because hey, you run so much, and look at this article. This guy just passed away. He had a heart attack while he was running. And my thing to them was, you know what? But that guy probably felt great his whole life. Up until that point, he probably felt great. He was doing good and this and that. And you're still here kicking around, 50, 60, 70, 100 pounds overweight, and you're always complaining that your knees hurt, your joints hurt. I hear you coughing up a lung. You can't breathe. You can't even go up the stairs. And I used to say, I'd rather live how the guy lived who had the heart attack than live the way that you're living, because you're always miserable and complaining. And so it's not just about getting thin. It's not just about losing all that weight. I used to tell my clients, because some of them will come to me and say, hey, I've been training with you for 6 months. I've only lost 5 or 10 pounds. And I used to stop looking at the scale. Stop looking at the scale. The best barometer of how you're doing is, how do you feel? That's why I used to say to them, how do you feel? Well, I feel good. I feel healthier. I can go up 2 flights of steps with no problem. I can run with my kids. I can go running with my friends. I can do this. My shirts, especially the guys who say, oh, my shirts are fitting nice. They're like sitting on me really nice on my shoulders and my chest. As I had one client that I would train for a while. He went away to California for 2 weeks to visit his brother. When he came back, he comes to me, he goes, hey, George, guess what? The first thing my brother said to me is like, dude, what are you doing? You look great, man. Look at your shirt and your pants. And he goes, and I only lost 10 pounds. And that even motivated him more to work out, because people see the difference. You don't see it because you're looking at yourself every day. But when somebody who hasn't seen you in a while sees you, they're going to say, wow, he looks great. She looks great. What has she been doing? So guys, don't get too infatuated. Don't get too caught up with the scale. Ignore that scale. Yes, it's okay to look at it from time to time if you want to, but ignore it. Just listen to your body. What is your body telling you? Do you feel good? Can you, do things that you weren't able to do? Are you able to squat without getting stuck down there, and things like that? And the last thing I'm going to finish with is excuses, okay? There's always, as I said in the beginning, there's always an excuse why not to do something, okay? So you can very easily just say, you know what? I don't feel good. My shoulder's bothering me today. I'm not going to work out. My back's bothering me. My upper back is bothering me a little bit. I'm not going to work out. Because if your lower back is bothering you, that's a different issue. My upper back is bothering me. My shoulder's bothering me. My elbow's bothering me. I used to tell my clients when I used to ask them, how come you haven't been working out? Oh, my shoulder's been bothering me for the last week. Okay, so what's wrong with your legs? What's wrong with your knees? Oh, nothing. They're good. Okay, so why don't you come and do squats? Why don't you do a leg workout? Why don't you walk on a treadmill or the elliptical? Why don't you? And they were like, you know what? You're right. And vice versa. If you have problems with your knees, like right now, I hyperextended my knee on Saturday in my run. It's still a little sore, but I'm still in the gym. I'm going to do upper body workout. So if your lower body's hurting, you hit your upper body, and vice versa. Make sure you do some kind of resistance training, guys, because the best way to burn fat is by gaining weight. By gaining muscle, sorry. Muscle is the biggest fat burner that you can find, okay? The more muscle you build, the more fat it'll burn. So that's why the scale doesn't change, because muscle is also heavier than fat. So if you look and you say, I haven't lost any weight, that's why I say, go by how you feel, by how you look, because you probably gained a lot of muscle and you lost a lot of fat. It's just the scale's not going to show you that. So anyway, let me get into the gym before it gets too late for me and I have to go to work. So that's my free advice to you, okay? I'm putting that one out there because if you want to look find out how to prepare your pantries and stuff like that, look for my video. As I said in the beginning, I don't remember the title of it. And then hopefully today I'm going to post another video of hope. Okay, and it has to do a lot with everything with scripture. So that'll be about hope. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. And remember, no excuses, guys. No excuses. Start what you want to do, okay? Live a better life. Feel better. Not only just for you, but for your family, okay? Because when you're not happy with yourself, nobody's going to be happy with you, okay? So all I'm saying is go out there, guys, and I'm going to pray for you. Whoever's listening to this, I'm going to pray that if you haven't started a change, that you will start it right now. God bless, my friends.